She my prettiest problem. I hate that she knows she the shit. Fuck. She want bundles. Hey y'all, so this is my first story time on my YouTube channel, and this is gonna be like a story time channel for real, because I have a lot of stories to share. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get straight to it. So this story time is going to be about how this one girl that I used to go to school with, she used to be like very jealous, envious of me, and she pretended to be my friend. Whole time this bitch did not like me or whatever, and y'all gonna see. So this was back, I was in 9th grade. So me and my brother, we used to go to this one school and stuff, but my mom, she was like in the process of getting a house built, so we was already gonna be like transferring, going to like a whole different district. So yeah, and we already knew like some people who went to like the new school that we was gonna go to anyway. So I'm hitting up folks, and I mainly hit up my twin at the time. So I'm like, twin, I'm finna slide to your school, I'm finna go there or whatever. So we fake geeked and shit, so we happy and stuff. So we're like, hey, whatever. So let's fast forward to the time that I actually start going to school. So me and my twin, we had like a lot of classes together for real, and it was like different to like from the school I went to. Like everything was like different. So you know, we in class, whatever. So mind y'all, I had a boyfriend at this time, but he had moved and stuff, so it's like long distance and shit like that. So whatever. So let's fast forward. So me and the boy ended up breaking up because he started doing like shit I didn't fucking like. Like this bitch was like, he was just like doing shit that he said he wasn't gonna do no more, and it was just like whatever. So I ended up getting over him or whatever. So I started dating this one boy. We gonna call him Darius. I don't give a fuck. That was his name. So me and Darius, we started fucking around, like not fucking around, but we started messing around on some shit. We started dating or whatever. So this nigga was pursuing me bad or whatever. So I'm like, hey, period. So we was like locked in, like you see him, you see me type shit. And I was a new girl, so yeah, whatever. Oh, whatever, blah blah blah. And so it came to a time like he started doing like little weird shit. And this where the girl gonna take in place. What we gonna call this girl? I would call her real name, because I really don't give a fuck, but let me stop, because I don't really want no drama. But we gonna call her Mona. So during this time, Mona or whatever, so yeah, he started like fucking up and shit like that. So it was a time like where I broke up with him and shit, because I already gave this nigga a second chance and he's still doing the same shit. And me, I really get the ick very fast. Like that shit really be crazy as fuck how fast I get the ick. Like I could just be chilling one day and I just like, yeah, like bitch, you disgust me like random on some random shit. So it's just like, how is you cool? But anyway, so yeah, so yeah, I already like was off this nigga for real. So I remember one time it was me, I was in the gym and it was me and this boy that I used to be cool with. Me and him talking, having a conversation. So Mona gonna come up on some shit, talking about some, oh, so-and-so, guess who texted me last night? And he was like, who? Mind y'all, I'm with so-and-so, and she like interrupted our conversation, and then she was like, guess who texted me on some shit, whatever. And he was like, who? And she said Darius, and she looking dead at me, like trying to look back and shit. So I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's like you could tell like she was trying to make me feel some type of way. Like, bitch, I don't care. Like, bitch, I don't even like this nigga. So what is you doing for real? So yeah, that was that. And then I remember before she had came up to me on some shit, like I was walking the hall, you know, minding my fine ass business. This bitch gonna come up to me talking about some, oh, do you and Darius mess around? And I'm like, no. Like, but she had like a smile on her face, like, girl. And I hate bitches like that. Like, girl, if you fuck with the nigga, bitch, just say that. Like, don't try to come up to me woman to woman. Like, bro, if you fuck with that nigga, let me know. Because even at the time, if I'm still fucking with a nigga, bitch, let me know. Because, bitch, I promise you, I don't give a fuck how much I'm in love with a nigga, or I claim to be in love with a nigga, or I like a nigga, bitch, I'm going to be off of you. Like, the fuck? Like, bitch, I'm never finna compete with no bitch over no nigga. Like, that nigga is not the fucking prize, bitch. I ain't. So let's get that straight. So yeah, she said some shit like that. So I'm like, no. And then she was like, okay, like some shit. I don't know if I asked her why, but she was just being like, yeah. So what happened? Yeah, so mind you, this nigga still on my body. Like this nigga would text me all the time, be like, oh Naya, like please let's get back together. Like, bro, you the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, I'm getting depressed. Like, you know, just trying to say shit. Like, bitch, I don't want you. Like I said, I already had the ick for this nigga. Like, what is you Like, is you okay? The fuck? I don't want you. So he's still saying that shit. So I'm like, nah. And then I brought up the fact how Shorty came up on some shit to me when me and so having a conversation, and she gonna come up to us and say something about this nigga. So I told him, I'm like, bro, why the fuck this girl come up to so and so and mention you that y'all talking, and she trying to look back at me like I was supposed to give a fuck. And he was like, bro, I don't fuck with Shorty, like, blah, blah, blah. I don't fuck with her, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm like, whatever. Like, bro, you just need to keep your hoes in check, because, bro, like, that's the weird as fuck. And then I'm like, oh, yeah. And then she came up to me and asked me, do I fuck with you? Like, the fuck? So, what I was going to say? What happened? Yes, I said something to him. So he texted her and he screenshotted it, and he was like, why you going up to my girl mentioning me? And she was like, who the fuck is your female, bro? And he was like, Naya. And she was like, bro, I don't know your female. Tell your female to keep my name out her mouth or whatever. You know, saying all that shit. So that just gave me like another boost. So I don't want to fuck with you, because you got like, you trying to start drama, bitch. I don't like drama. Like, if you know me, I don't like drama. Like, bitch, get the fuck on. Like, bro, I hate mess. Like, on some, like, on that, all that weird shit. So I'm just like, bro, like, get the fuck. So he's still begging and shit, but bitch, I already made up my mind, bitch. I don't want you. So that happened or whatever. So I remember one time I was in my math class and shit, and I got my headphones. And if you knew me, if you know me, or if you knew me back then in high school, you knew I was very fucking chill. Like, bitch, if you see me, bitch, I always have my headphones in, chilling, vibing. Like, bitch, I could sit alone, bitch. I'm still like that to this day, bitch. I'll sit alone, vibing by myself or whatever. So I remember I was in class, like, that's all I did in school was like listen to music and, you know, doing my work, or, you know, just chilling on some shit. So the way my teacher had his classroom set up and like the desk set up, so say if like the desk set up like this, like the desk set up this way, so my back, like, she's behind me or whatever, but my job, she wasn't even in this class. So like, bitch, why the fuck is you in here? But I'm not stunting no hoe. So I'm faced this way or whatever, so she behind me. I got my headphones out. I don't have the volume all the way up, just in case, like, you know, if the teacher says something, like, you know, I want to make sure, like, I'm listening, but I also want to vibe to my music. So she sitting with this one girl, and they behind me, they like, she's talking shit. I don't know what the fuck she said. So she said something along the lines like, blah, 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 and she got them headphones in, like, she said something like, oh yeah, she got them headphones in, or, you know, just talking shit. Like, bitch, you're obsessed with me. Like, bitch, why the fuck is you in here? Like, what the fuck, is this bitch cool? Like, girl, like, what's up with you? Like, why the fuck is you behind me talking? Like, bro, like, I don't even know you. Mind you, bitch, I'm new to the school. So, like, what's up with you? Like, bitch, you just mad for no fucking reason. Like, I swear, helps me, man. But, I mean, I see why, though, but be cool, huh? Be cool. So, yeah, she just talk shit. I didn't say nothing to her because, like I said, bitch, bro, I'm not finna beef out no hoe, especially if it's not direct. Like, hoe, you just trying to start shit for no fucking reason. So, whatever. So, I'm not even fucking paying it no mind. So, blah, blah, blah. That drama was in because I was already done with the nigga. So, and I didn't know this hoe, so I wasn't giving this hoe the attention that she wanted. Bitches be wanting a reaction, and I'm not the bitch that's gonna give it to you. So, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward or whatever. So fast forward to 11th grade. So this is when I got into this toxic ass relationship with my first love. I'm gonna just call him my first love or whatever, because I guess, but yeah, he was my first love, I ain't gonna lie. So I got into this relationship with my first love and shit like that. So everything cool, bro. I'm dating him, like, we together real bad, but that shit was toxic as fuck. So I'm going through my shit with him. Like, I was so fucking stressed out thinking about this shit. But I was just so stressed out with him or whatever. So, but before I got him, I was dating this. Oh, I'm skipping. So, I'm skipping. I don't know when this was, but keep this in mind. So, I'm going to just say 10th grade. So, 10th grade, I used to ride the bus, of course, and this boy, it was just like this fine dark-skinned boy or whatever, and he had like waves and shit. He was fine. I was like, oof. And I need that. Like, I need that, bitch. I see, she was fine shit. So, bitch, I slid. But I didn't, like, slide on him. I didn't say nothing to him. My friend, my best friend, she told him that I wanted him because they was, like, in the same grade or whatever. So, she told him that I wanted him and shit like that. So, he was like, yeah, you know, she cute or whatever. So, me and him started messing around. But, bitch, like, we used to sit by each other on the bus every day. We sit in the back or whatever. So, and mind y'all, me and this boy lived in the same neighborhood. Keep that in mind, y'all. Keep that in mind. Me and this boy used to live in the same neighborhood. So we started dating. So, y'all, so he used to get off the bus before me. Because I used to live all the way in the back. He used to live, like, in the front, like, literally, when you enter the neighborhood and shit like that. He used to live, like, in the front of the neighborhood. So, y'all, he used to get up because he used to sit, like, on the outside. I used to sit, like, on the inside. So, y'all, he used to get up. Boy, I swear on my soul, this nigga ass used to stink. Like, bro, like, y'all know, like, that stank sit down air, bro. This nigga ass stink. And I'm just like, bro, like, I'm disgusted. Like, bitch, ew. Like I told y'all, I get the ick very fast. Like, ooh, and I think his breath used to stink too. Like, bitch, it smell like fucking ass. Like, bitch, your ass stink and your breath smell like it. Like, bitch, you need to do fucking better. But I used to never say that. I used to just tell, like, my friend, my bro, like, his ass stink. And she used to, like, laugh. Bitch used to laugh. But I used to be so fucking serious. Because, bro, like, this nigga ass used to stink so fucking bad. And so, I think I just, like, didn't want to tell them. Because, like, y'all, we would, like, text here and there, but, like, we wouldn't see each other, and we stay in the same neighborhood. But I wasn't pressed because I used to, like, be by myself, like, so I wasn't, like, really tripping that I wouldn't see this man. So what I'm gonna say, yeah, so just keep that in mind. So we stopped talking or whatever because it was just, yeah, whatever. So that's what I got with my first love. He was new to the school, so bitch, I called dibs. Like, bitch, I ain't need that. But when he slid on me, he asked me to be his girlfriend first. So yeah, so I ain't really gonna get into too much about him because I'm gonna do series on this nigga. Cause, ooh, child. But yeah, we started fucking around, whatever, blah blah. So the first semester we started fucking around on some shit. So mind you, I'm in 11th grade at this time. So bitch, it was toxic, like I said. So we were just like getting to it all the time and shit like that. Like, and yeah, so it wasn't good because he had me fucked up a lot of times. So remember the boy, I didn't even give him a name. We're gonna call him, I ain't gonna use that name because I'm gonna use that for someone else. But we're gonna call him we're gonna call him Doug. So Doug, like I said, we stay in the same neighborhood. He still live in the same neighborhood. So I really don't know like how this happened, but like, yeah, we just started like talking again because me and my nigga at the time, like, we was not good. Like, we was just like always, it was just fucking toxic. Like, bitch, ooh, y'all, it was just like so toxic. Like, that shit was bad. But anyway, so we started like talking again or whatever, blah blah blah. But not like that. But you know, he's like flirting and shit like that. He used to like try to like do like Doug. He used to like try to do like sexual shit with me and stuff. But bitch, I was not going. Like, fuck no. Like, bitch, I ain't green. And I know I was wrong in like in this situation because I should never been like entertaining this nigga. But oh shit. So yeah, Doug and Mona, they was dating. They was together. Like, they was like in a relationship and they were toxic. They were toxic as fuck. And me and my nigga was toxic as fuck too. So, but I remember I stayed pressing him. I'm like, bro, do you and Mona still date? Because like, I don't want that issue. And I remember I used to tell him like, yeah, this hoe always had an issue with me and I don't want that issue. Like, I don't want no problems. Fuck no. Like, this bitch ain't never like me. Like, you know, I'm just telling him or whatever. And he was just like, bro, no. Like, you know, niggas be fucking lying. So he like, bro, no, I do not fuck with her. Like, but the whole time I always used to see them walking together. Like, bitch, you know you fuck with that girl. But whatever. He was like, bro, I don't fuck with her no more. You know, just lying and shit. So I'm just like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Because I mean, I have my nigga. Like, bitch, I'm not finna be taking you fucking serious. Bitch, I still got a nigga. Like, we toxic. I'm not telling him this, but that's in my mom. Like, bitch, I got a nigga still. Like, we toxic and shit. But bitch, yeah, it's just something to entertain. Like, something to keep me entertained. Because my nigga's toxic as fuck. So what happened? What I was gonna say, So yeah, blah blah blah, XYZ. So I remember this one day I used to work at McDonald's with this girl I used to be cool with, and she used to like always do her hair and shit. So I remember one day after work, like she her mom did like a lace front on me, but she was cute. Like, to me, it was cute. It was all black lace front, side part. Bitch, I was cute as fuck. And then she did my lashes and shit. So, bitch, I was feeling myself. So, I remember that night, he had texted me. And so, she was like, I want to see you or whatever. So, blah, 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 XYZ. Me and this nigga ended up kissing. We kissed or whatever. So, and that was just that. Like, we kissed, like, just like a little peck. Nothing extra. Because, fuck no. If you know me, you know I don't like kissing. Like, fuck no. I don't know why the fuck I did that shit. But we ended up kissing or whatever. So, y'all, so what happened? So if you know me, you know that I'm a very honest person. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna just keep it real with you 100 at all times. Like, I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing. Like, and if something eating me up, like, bro, I'm not finna be in your face and be fake to you. I'm not gonna, you know, be like, oh no, weird shit. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, yeah. So we end up kissing and shit like that. So yeah, like, y'all look good and shit, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. So, I'm about to spam, right? I can't get back in that spam. That spam was just everything. But, yeah, so I had to spam, and I'm right posted on there. I was just like, bro, this nigga gonna get me beat up by his girl. Like, he stayed be trying to fuck on me, fuck with me and shit. But I told him, I'm not trying to do that because I don't want your hoe beating my ass. Mind you, I told y'all, Mona was fucking obsessed with me. This bitch, like, she was just weird. Like, this hoe was always worried about me. And, you know, just weird as fuck. So, tell me why. I don't know if it was, like, days that went on or the same night. Tell me why this bitch screenshotted that exact post off my spam. She sent it to him. Mind you, I was asleep. The whole time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was days after. This was days afterwards. Because I remember me and him would, like, always, like, spend time with each other, like, after school or some shit. Because my nigga, he used to play basketball. So, he used to, like, be after school. So, he was just, like, my little entertainment. And then I got my nigga at the end of the night. Ain't shit. But, yeah, so, yeah, this was, like, a couple days after. So, she, like, okay, so I was asleep, you know, just chilling, and he fucking, he sent me the screenshots that she sent him, and she was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I don't remember what she said, so I'm not gonna, you know, make up some shit, but she basically was like, bitch, you got me fucked up. That's what I'm assuming that she said, because, yeah. So he was like, bro, Naya, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck did you do? You know, trying to come at me. So I'm like, bitch, first of all, how the fuck this bitch, what's on my mind is how the fuck this bitch get in my fucking spam? Like, bitch, how did you get that? Like, bitch, who followed me to know what's in my shit? So, bitch, I don't give a fuck what he's talking about, because, bitch, that's got everything to do with you, not me. So, y'all, like, I'm fake kind of, like, pressed a little bit. I'm fake kind of, like, feeling some type of way. So I'm like, oh, my God, this bitch probably gonna be bad. She gonna fuck me up, because, like I said, they always used to, like, walk with each other, bro. So, yeah, he was just, like, you know, scared, of course. Like, bitch, you got problems with your bitch, so you're fucking scared. Like, bro, trust me, I know. So, so, blah, blah, blah. I really don't remember. But I remember she had hit me up. She had hit me up, because I wasn't gonna hit her up. She had hit me up on some shit. It was like, did you
blah 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 blah
kiss or whatever? Like, I don't know. No, she didn't ask me that. She didn't find that out. But she had, like, we had got on the phone, and y'all was on the phone for a long ass time. Me and her just talking. I'm just telling her, I'm like, girl, yes. Like, he was trying to do this to me. He was trying to do this and that. Like, he been trying to fuck with me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, I was entertaining it, but, you know, I got a boyfriend, and, you know, just, like, snitching on him, because, bitch, you ain't finna get me beat up. So I'm like, yeah, like, he was trying to fuck on me and shit. I'm like, and he was trying to do nothing. Oh, and he was trying to fuck on me, whatever, blah, blah. So me and her just, like, we laughing and shit. But whole time I know she, like, hurt. Like, bitch, I would be hurt too. Like, for sure. Like, trust me. I know, I've been there. So she was just, I was just, like, you know, we just trying to bond it together. We just telling each other, like, what the fuck going on, what he doing and shit like that. So, whatever, we ended up getting off the phone. We was on the phone for a long ass time. So I guess, like, he ended up calling her or whatever. She got on the phone with him. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that was that. So, bitch, the next day, like, we still, like, was, like, texting on some shit. But, bitch, somehow I'm in the class, right? And I see her and her best friend walking him to class. So, I'm like, bro, like, bitch, you was just, like, so hard on the phone talking about some girl. Like, fuck that nigga. I'm so done with him. Like, he's so fucking weird. Like, you know, just talking shit about him or whatever. Bitch, we all been there, done that. So, I'm not even finna, like, say nothing. But, yeah, she was just talking shit. I thought she was done with him, but you walking him to class. Like, he's some fucking child or whatever. But I'm just, like, not trying to look over there because I'm like, oh, shit. Because she got the best friends, too. I'm finna, y'all hoes ain't finna jump me. So, that was that. That was, like, really, like, the end of that. Like, I didn't really hear no much. Oh, wait. So, I'm skipping shit. So, she did ask me, like, because, like, we was, like, texting, like, on some shit. Like, we was, like, texting, like, here and there, like, on some fake cool shit or whatever. Because I guess, like, she was trying to keep tabs on me to see if, like, me and him was still fucking around or whatever. So, she basically just, I remember one day she asked me, she was like, did you and
Blah,
Johnny...
blah, 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 blah. Fuck, I fucked around and said that nigga name.
She said, did you and Doug kiss? So I'm like, I couldn't lie, bitch. My guilty conscience eating me up. I say yes. So now at this time, I knew I had to tell my nigga, because I knew I had to tell my nigga something. Because I'm like, bro, I don't want this bitch to end up telling him something before I can fucking tell him. So, bitch, she asked me, and I was just like, yeah, or whatever. And, bitch, that was, like, really, like, the end of that. Like, bitch, I want shit like, bitch, you kiss my motherfucking nigga, like, oh, bitch, oh, fuck no. So, I remember I had texted my nigga. I was just like, bro, I need to tell you something, like, for like, we gotta talk or whatever. I'm scared as fuck, bitch. I'm feeling anxious. I'm like, this bitch gonna tell my nigga or whatever. So, I remember, like, I had went out in the hallway. We met up and shit. So, bitch, I'm nervous as fuck. So, before I could even utter a word, the fucking teacher came out to my son, y'all need to go back to class. So, I'm like, oh, thank God, bitch. So, I'm gonna have to lie or whatever. But I think I ended up telling him, like, I don't know if I told him. If you see this, did I tell you that me next week? He gonna be like, bitch, you probably gonna lie, be like, bitch, you ain't tell me nothing to see. This why I did the shit I did, cause yo, you have bitch, you know niggas, but whatever. So, what was I gonna say? So, yeah, that was that or whatever. So, bitch, it was just like that. So, this was like, so that was like first semester or whatever. So I think me and him just stopped talking. Me and Doug. So me and Doug stopped talking or whatever or some shit. Because I was just like, you know what, let me just get my full divided attention to my nigga. Because I don't want that drama. I don't want extra shit. Because, bitch, I'm already dealing with this nigga. He already giving me drama. And I don't want to have, you know, extra drama. Because, like, I don't like drama. So I let that shit be. So we end up, me and my nigga, we end up breaking up. I'm not gonna really say too much. Like I said, I'm not gonna really say too much about me and him because that's like a real series that I'm gonna tell y'all, like, what happened through our relationship. Oh my god. But yeah, so yeah, me and my first love broke up or whatever. So that shit was just hell. So, bitch, I was fucking devastated. Bitch, I was hurt. I was sad as shit because that was my first relationship, and bitch, it was so much shit happened in that fucking relationship. So that happened. So next semester I ended up doing this thing called POC. So yeah, I ended up doing this thing called POC or whatever. So it's like where you graduate early and you could work, because it's the time that I think COVID happened, where everybody had to like get on their computers and shit and listen to teachers, and they couldn't go to school because of COVID, blah, 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 blah. So, but in that thing, in POC, we did the same thing, but we didn't have to wake up to teachers. We could work at our own pace, like, for real. Like, we basically just like self-teaching ourselves, and we could like do the work at our own pace. Like, we didn't have to do it or whatever. And that school was so fucking fun, bitch. I got story times on that too. Like, oh, y'all gonna be like, but yeah. So second semester, I'm at POC and shit. So Mona, she ended up going there, and don't really mention this in the second story time. Oh, whatever. So, okay, blah, blah, blah. So, me and Mona, like, she was happy because she was like, oh, you go to school, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm going to give this other girl a name because me and her was cool. Like, bitch, we were always, like, a whole friend group. So, I'm going to call the boy that was cool with I'm gonna call him Jamal because that's his name. So me, Jamal, the girl, I'm gonna call her not Mona. That's Mona, and the other girl, I'm gonna call her Tiffany. So me, Jamal, Mona, and Tiffany, like we all was like gang, because we all came from like different schools. But like the PLC, it was just like it was like a old school. I don't really remember like an elementary school or whatever. It was like an old school or whatever. And they turned it into like the PLC, whatever. So that shit was smooth as fuck. That shit was so fucking fun, bitch. We went on like field trips on that fucking trip. We did a lot of stuff. That shit was so lit. I swear, it was child. But yeah, I had so much fun there. So me, Jamal, Tiff, and Mona, we all was cool. Like, you know, we spent a lot of time together. We all did whatever we did together. Like, we all had fucking fun together. So yeah. So keep this in mind. Okay, so me and Mona, we was cool. Like, we all was like real super cool. Like, she was smooth until like, okay, so I'm gonna say this. Okay, so Mona, how can I like picture her? She was like a dark skin. She wasn't ugly. Like, I'm gonna get a credit when it's due. She was very fucking beautiful. Like, she was a beautiful dark skin chocolate woman. Like, she was beautiful. Like, she was a pretty girl. But Mona had like so my fucking video thing cut off. But what was I gonna say? So what I was at, oh yeah, so me, Jamal, Mona, and Tiffany, we was all like real deep and shit. And me and Mona, I mean not Mona, but me and Tiffany, like me and her was like, that was my bitch. Like, that was my girl, like for real, that was my girl. So oh, I was talking about Mona. So Mona, like I said, she was a very pretty dark skinned girl or whatever. But she had like this smell to her, like that shit, like I don't know what the fuck that was. That smell was like strong as fuck. And at the time, like we was young as fuck. Like I said, we was in high school, like so we, and knowing how Mona was, like she was like she very much took shit personal, and she was like very sensitive. It depends. Like, she was like very sensitive
To a certain extent, type shit.
So yeah, so she was very sensitive, blah, so we just like, we didn't want to tell her because we all smelled it, and we all, I ain't gonna lie, we all like would talk shit on some shit, because I always like would bring like some spray, some perfume and shit. And I remember Tiffany, like she was just like spray her. She was like, oh, this smells good, do you want, like she was like be funny on some shit, and we all like would like laugh at her on some shit. And I know that shit was lame as fuck. Like, that shit was lame as fuck. Cause we could have told her, like, bitch, I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, I fuck with you, like, you my bitch and shit, but you know, you need to make sure you watching that little coochie a little more, because, like, bitch, that shit not cute. Like, that shit stank. So we ain't never say nothing. So, but that was that. Just keep that in mind. So what happened? So we in the school, whatever, shit cool or whatever. So her and Doug, I guess they was broken up or some shit, but she was one of them like try to play hard type of female, so she ain't like really want to show that shit. But we both was like in a fucking fucked up, broken up situation for real. So we was just like, you know, basically trauma bonding for real, like all fucked up. Like everybody just all fucked up for real. I think only person who was in some shit was Jamal. Like, that nigga had a whole girlfriend. He was cool, but he was just like the glue to like all of us and shit like that. But Jamal definitely fucked with me and Tiffany more, because we like, I tell y'all, like we always like cool on some shit. So yeah, we did everything. We went on field trips, we did everything, blah blah, everything. It was cool. So what I was gonna say, what happened? Oh yeah, like during that time, like I would peep Mona. She would always like grab Tiffany, and then she would like, because we would go back to our school at the end of the day, like whenever we was done like at PLC, and she would grab Tiffany, and then they would like run off somewhere, like, and they wouldn't tell like me and Jamal where the fuck they was going. But Tiffany didn't know, because she didn't go to that school that we went to. She went to a whole different school.
Mona and Jamal went to the same
school.
school.
Her or whatever, on some weird shit. So it was like, fuck. So we didn't really mind, because I had other friends, so I didn't really give a fuck. But still, like, it was just weird. So she was just like do that all the time or be weird. Or I remember like, because we used to follow each other on Instagram and shit, and then I'll see like she'll remove me like off her page, and then I'll ask her on there, I'm like, why you remove me? And she'll be like, oh, because you had made me mad about something. Mind you, I didn't do shit to her. So I'm like, the fuck, like, is this bitch cool? But I ain't saying nothing. I used to be delusional, like naive as fuck, like just would not peep game. Bitch, I was really oblivious. I'm like, the fuck, like, what's wrong with this bitch? But she was just like, oh yeah, you was acting weird. So I'm like, nah. So I'm like, okay. But she's like, I'm gonna follow you back. I'm gonna follow you back. So she used to always like do that shit. So I remember I used to always come to her about me and my first love problems. I'd be like, blah, blah, blah. So I remember she had made this one comment. She was like, she's like, what if he's doing what he's doing because he feel like you're out here doing shit? Or she's like, what if he's doing what he's doing because he feel like you out here fucking around with other people too? So I'm like, but in my mind, I'm not like, but I didn't peep game like what she was trying to say. But I'm like, I'm not fucking around with nobody. So he just doing
You
shit
understand
because
that
he
shit
fucking
because she's
wants
still
to.
stuck on
Like,
that.
he got shit to do
Well,
with
I
me.
didn't
But I
fuck her
ain't say
nigga,
that.
but
I
I
was
was
like,
fucking with her
I'm
nigga at
not.
the time.
And she was like, and she would always like say like little slick stuff, but she just like move weird on some shit. So I just like just be like annoyed or whatever. But I was like, whatever. So let's take it back to like the end of everything, because bitch, I'm done with this damn story time. But basically, long story short, yeah, she just would do all that weird shit. And I remember like we was damn near done like with school because the semester was over like at POC, and we all want to graduate because we got done with school early. Like
We used to cheat like fucking at school.
But I ain't gonna get into that yet. So what happened? So what I was gonna say? Yeah. So, girl, this one I fucking fell out with everybody. So I'm gonna tell y'all, like, my mouth, it's still crazy now, but bitch, my mouth used to, like, my anger issues, like, used to be crazy back then. Like I used to just be reading bitches left and right, like, bitch, you blah, blah, blah. You was talking crazy. So me and Tiffany fell out because she was going through it or whatever. So, and I used to always like speak my mind. Like I told you, I'm very honest. I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. So me and her got into it or whatever, blah blah blah. Me and Jamal, like, bitch, Jamal, he did some shit and we fell out with him because Tiffany and Jamal fell out first. And it was just like kind of tug of war between us. But I knew how to like keep my friendships, whatever, blah blah blah. So bitch, and that shit had nothing to do with me. But you know, I fuck with both of them, so I didn't really want them. Cause like we supposed to all be like, oh, so we all like, you know, we all was like cool, so just like whatever. And Mona, she was just like, she got the fuck on, like she was just like doing weird shit. I'm pretty sure she was just going through her own shit with Doug, so she ain't really like, you know, I feel her. So but I didn't feel her at the time because I fucking, and I thought this bitch was being weird or whatever.
That bitch
And I
was
remember,
weird.
yeah, she was just being weird or whatever. She'll come around here and there, but she wasn't really in it, whatever. But she wasn't really in an equation when it was just me, Jamal, and Tiff. So they fell off, and it was just, I was cool with both of them, but I forgot why me and, oh yeah, so I remember Tiffany, she used to like think like she fucking on me, like I'm her bitch or something. Like I ain't gonna lie, cause she used to like do like little weird shit, like acting like I'm her fucking bitch. And she used to be like, cause I used to be at work and shit, and I'll be talking to like people, and that's so crazy, cause I hate when people do that to me now. Like, bitch, don't be talking to people in the background if you called me. But like me and her state, we always was on the phone and shit like that. And I'm at work, but I'm on break and shit. And I remember she was like, bro, like, next time you keep talking to people, I'm gonna hang up on you. Like, she would just always do that shit. I'm just like, girl, like, the fuck? Bitch, I'm at fucking work. I could talk to who the fuck I want to talk to. Like, I'm not, like, you know? I don't know. I used to get mad about that. And I used to, like I said, I had anger issues. But, yeah, though. So, like, she was, like, irritated the fuck on me. So, I'm like, whatever. So, hold on. Bitch, I heard something. But yeah, though, so yeah, she saw I was like just be doing too much. She like, oh, blah blah blah, like, you know, just act like she owned me. And I was like, really, I think I just stopped like hitting her up. Like, I just like distance myself from her, like, because it's like, bitch, I don't like that, like, so I think you own me or whatever. And it's just like very like possessive shit. Like, I don't like that. So especially if we friends, like, you know, whatever. But she's like just do too much, and she's like hella like aggressive and shit like that. And I'm like, bitch, be cool, like, whatever. So me and her, like, we just like fell out or whatever. So I remember I fell out with everybody. Me and Jamal, we kind of got back cool, like, on some shit, but we wasn't like that close. Like, well, we wasn't close at all no more. So, but we would still talk or whatever. So I remember one day, me and Tiffany, we didn't talk no more. Like, me and her wasn't cool. Like, she tried to come at me to myself, like, oh, you be trying to act like control me and say who I can't. Bitch, first of all, I'm not a controlling bitch at all. I'm not gonna control you. I'll just tell you what I feel like was best, and bitch, sometimes you need to be able to pay for yourself. But I don't know, at the time, that's just how, well, bitch, that's what I do sometimes. So I was just like, whatever. So she was just like saying how she felt or whatever. So I let her be or whatever like that. So we fell out. So I remember one day, it was a group chat. It was me, Mona, Jamal, and Tiffany. And bitch, they was like having a whole argument and shit or whatever. And I don't know who, I think Tiffany or something. I don't know how the fuck she did that shit. I don't know, it was either Tiffany or Jamal, but I know Jamal wouldn't say that. But so it was Tiffany, because Tiffany, yeah. So I think she told Mona, she was like, oh, yeah, Jamal said you stink or whatever, but he's like, oh, we all know. So here go Mona. She was like, bro, that's crazy. Like, I looked at y'all like y'all my family. Like, y'all really, like, I told y'all I was homeless at one point. Like, I told y'all like this and that. Like, I really trusted y'all with my whole life, and y'all really talking about me behind my back. But that shit real fake as fuck, dog. Like, on whatever. So Tiffany every time something. No, Mona, like, no, like, listen, like, no, we was gonna tell you, we just didn't know how to, like, we was gonna tell you, though, like, we know. And she was like, nah, bro, like, that shit real fake as fuck. So, bitch, I'm reading it because, bitch, I don't know what I was doing something, bitch, I'm always doing something. So, whatever. So I'm
Testing
texting Mona.
Tiffany.
I'm like, what happened or whatever. So me and her got on the phone or whatever. So we FaceTime, and she just told me, she was like, oh, well, I don't really remember like what she said, but she basically was just saying like, oh yeah, she found out that we all were calling her stinking shit like that. So we got off the phone or whatever with that, and that was just that. Like, bitch, everything was up from there. Like, everything was up for real. So, but yeah, that's the story time about how a hoe was just obsessed with me weird or whatever, and bitches really started showing their true colors. Like, you could just tell. Like, anytime I see Mona around, like, even after school was done, but you done graduated, if you know me, you know I like to go on walks. I love nature, so bitch, I go on walks and I'll see her or whatever. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I'll get anxious. I'm like, what if this bitch
Every
try to
time
run
this
up
hoe would
on me?
see me, like, she'll just be doing the fucking
Like
most.
I said, she's a
Like,
very
girl.
cute girl. I mean, I'm too, but I like that though. But anyways, but yeah, I was kind of angry. I'm like, what did this bitch run up on me? And I remember one time, bro, like I said, she was like sitting on a porch at Doug's house, and she seen me walking with her, and I seen her, and I forgot who. Oh, this one boy. I don't give him no name, but he was like, oh, he's on some, where you at or whatever. And I'm like, I'm just walking around. He's on some, oh, because Mona just told me she seen you walking or whatever. Like, on some weird shit. Like, bitch, like, what is up with you? But I don't know. But really, that's it, though. That's the story how bitches is weird. And definitely, like, I'm going to tell you the lesson I learned from that. Because this definitely happened again, like, later on in my life. I ain't gonna say recently. I'm gonna just say, like, last year, 2024. But, bitch, don't never befriend a person who didn't like you for no fucking reason. If a motherfucker didn't like you for no reason, don't be friends with that person, bro. Because they gonna always be envious and jealous of you. And they know how to play shit fake, like, bro. And I seen the signs, but I didn't really understand at the time. I was just fucking naive and retarded and shit. Actually, I wasn't retarded. I was just
Dumb as fuck.
whatever. But just definitely like be mindful of who you calling your friends, and you know, you just gotta like read the room, and your discernment. You gotta feel all that, cause motherfuckers really be fake as fuck. Like that's why, honestly, person, I don't have friends. Like I ain't gonna lie, I really don't have no friends, and that's cool. Like you know, I be trying by myself. I'd rather like not have a whole bunch of fake people around me and shit than to have some motherfucker in my face being fake. Like especially since last year, like. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna do a story time on that, but I'm not ready yet. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't ready to tell that story yet. But it's definitely coming soon. But I hope you guys like this story time, period. And subscribe to me, like my video, leave comments. I love you. Bye.